Evening people, welcome back to the channel. Let me know what the sound's like. I've fiddled with it a little bit. I've turned my mic up, so hopefully it's coming through alright. Hopefully it's not deafening you. If it is, let me know. I'll turn it down or something, or move the mic further away from my gob. JPH, evening. I'm alright, mate. I'm alright. So, round one of the new Beetle League tonight. P1RC, I've set this one up. It's the Gr3 class Beetle. So let's just pull up some settings for this one. So it's a 15-minute quali and a 40-minute race. Fastest first on the grid. It's bop on, tuning prohibited, tyre compounds you can use racing softs or racing mediums. Tyre wear is at ×2, fuel is at ×4, starting fuel is 80%, damage is on light, so no trip to the pits. Slipstream is real, penalties on weak. So there's no compound rule. It's not as if they have to use both tyres, but if they want to try and eke their stints out, they can go for the mediums, I suppose. So we are live from Suzuka Circuit, round one of this new league tonight. Baggy, evening mate, how you doing? Like I say, let me know whether it comes through a bit loud or not. We'll see. It might come across a bit better when it's the GR3s. They were saying yesterday it was a little bit quiet, so I've had a fiddle. So I think we are into qualifying. Yeah. Oh, we've got people spinning around. CJW saying earlier in his stream he'd not had any practice. There you go. Just reminding everyone for you, CJ. Like you told me not to. But never mind. You know, we caught you on stream just at that inopportune moment. There you were, spinning around into the wall. So you reminded everyone yourself. So still on outlaps at the minute. Nice circuit is Suzuka. So I don't know. Let me just have a quick, while we're still on outlaps. What does that put these cars at? Oh no. Baggy, does it tell me, am I going to be able to find out what the brake horsepower is on this? It's just going to say bop on, isn't it? It's not going to tell me anything. Not unless I actually go and pick the car, which I'm not going to do. Because I'll spend ages searching for it. Let's get ourselves back on track. Alright. So first of the hot lappers now from Pilgrim. Yeah, what's the brake horsepower on these cars, Bags, with bop on? Some good liveries tonight. Maybe not that one. Convicts, good to see Convicts back in the lobbies. So a couple of new drivers in this one tonight as well. It's not all regular P1 boys, one or two new faces. The Convicts Popeye coming back into the fold. 544, there you go, 544 brake then. Oh, the Beatles, oh, Convicts just getting involved with P1 Apache there. So 544 brake for the Beatles. Not a bad little car to drive either. So JPH coming into the Beatles as well. Manny Affec, he's racing. DJ D62 in the house, new driver. This is the brother of, I believe, Baggy Snails. Stewie Mac, race in peace, that's right. Did you say something about Jesus on the back of your car? Do you follow Jesus this close? I like that. Some controversial liveries. GTR Evo, another new driver for the P1 lot. So we'll have to see how these guys get on tonight. And the magenta Fez. See how these new boys get on tonight then. Right, so first of the hot lappers in. Raoul chucked himself into P1, a 1:58.8 for Raoul, according to Bailey. Oh well, could be anything then. So Dylan gets himself into second. Back in your livery as well, Dylan. Especially that bit. He's got himself into second then, 1:58.990 for Dylan. Bobby into third. We're not going to be looking at you for very long. 1:59.3 for Bob. P1 Reg GT, 1:59.5 for Reg. GTR Evo just pulling out of the way off the hairpin. P1 Don in fifth in the Spud wagon. 1:59.6 for P1. Ghostraum into sixth. He's on a 2-minute dead. JPH 99, 2-minute 0.4. Manny Afik on a 2:01.1. P1 Apache in 9th at the minute at a 2:03.2 for P1 Apache. DJD 10th, 2:03.7. Pilgrim 11th, 2:09. He's had a 2:01.6, but his fastest on there is a 2:09.3. Who's that? Is that DJD going flying? No, it's not. It's GTR Evo going flying off at turn 1, I think. Oh, no, maybe not. See if CJ can give us a lap on board. So into turn 1, nice and fast, double apexed corner through there and up towards the S's. Awkward corners these, a little bit of feather in through these just to keep it in a straight line. Try not to run it a little bit wide there, CJ. So into the anti-bank turn. See the car just wanted to drift out to the right there, down towards the Degners. Awkward turns these. May see one or two overtakes through here. Looking quite planted. Looks like they've got plenty of grip at the minute. So down towards the hairpin. Turbo powered as well, these Beetles. So through 200R down towards Spoon. I think that's 200R or 90R. I can't remember which one that is. Again, double apex for Spoon, running out wide to the right, back over to the left, catch that apex. Again, just got to be a little bit careful on the exit. CJ exploring those track limits. So up the back straight towards the infamous 130R. Let's see what they do through here. Is it going to be a full tilt run through here? 6th gear, does he lift? Lift for CJ. Hard on the brakes into Casino, or whatever it's called now, the chicane. Oh, chucks himself into the pits. So that would have been the final turn, just coming around to the start-finish straight, but chucks himself into the pits anyway. Fresh set of tyres for CJ. Make sure to go and check out his Twitch and YouTube channels as well while you're thinking about that kind of stuff. Alright, let's go and see what's happening with lap times. Raoul putting in another hot one. We've got people running off track. 1:58.7 for Raoul. So we've got 4 drivers in a row, 5 drivers in a row. We did have a driver behind. 2 of those barreling out of the way though to allow Raoul on his hot lap, but I think this one's ruined. But he does currently hold on to that top spot. No. No. Why are you doing that to me, PlayStation? I know why. That's why. That's what I was trying to do. So. Okay, now my pad's playing up. Alright. It's all kicking off now. Hold on. What is going on? Won't let me change player. 1 second, people. Let me just jump out and jump back in, see if that changes. There we go. So Dylan second, that was bizarre. So he's clawed a bit of time back, 0.2 of a second. Bobby third. P1 Don in fourth, gone a little bit quicker, 1:59.3 for P1 Don. Magenta Fez is Abby. That's who Abby's driving as. Right, okay. So Magenta Fez is Abby McCombie, daughter of Stewie. You'll all know the story of Stewie by now, I'm sure. But Abby's driving. Let's go and... Where is she at the minute? Sitting in 15th. Struggling, so I don't think Abby's driven. Well, whether she's even played on PlayStation and Gran Turismo, I don't know. But she's sitting in, driving for Dad tonight, trying to stay out of the way of these drivers as well. Don't think you have to get that far off track, Magenta. So Raul's still leading then. Dylan second, Bobby third, P1 Don fourth, Reg GT in fifth. Not managed to beat that second lap time of 1:59.5 yet. Evo's done a faster time, 1:59.8 for Evo, chucks himself into sixth. Only 3 minutes left of quali. Ghost Realm still on that 2 minute dead. He's gone a little bit quicker. P1 Apache 8th, he's on a 2 minute 0.1. JPH in 9th on a 2 minute 0.2. CJ on a 2 minute 0.5. Pilgrim parked up at the minute on a 2 minute 0.8. Manny Afik on a 2:01.1. Convicts in 13th, he's on a 2:01.5. DJ D just coming out of the pits. Oh, he's getting himself back into 13th. So Convicts Popeye 12th. DJ D 13th, 2:02.6. Magenta Fez 14th with a 2:26.4. Yeah, so very new to this Magenta Fez. P1 Apache in 15th, so he's been in the pits, come back out. Someone off at turn 1. So going backwards at turn 1. Who's that? P1 Dylan has got turn 1 all wrong. It's not like you, Dill. He's obviously stuck a wheel on the green AstroTurf there, and that doesn't give it any traction at all for these rear-wheel drive cars. Yeah, good luck to Magenta Fez from Baggy. I'm just going to glug some coffee, so don't think I've abandoned you people. All the coffee. Right, P1 Don's done a fast time, 1:58.5 right at the end of quali there. Puts himself 0.2 of a second faster than Raul, so pole position at the minute, although Raul has got purple sectors going right behind him. So into Casino. We've got drivers just getting back on track. Hopefully they don't get in Raul's way. No, they pull in the pits, so does Raul go quicker? It does, back into pole position. Only just about 0.1 of a second there. P1 Don second, then Reg GT in third. Only 10 seconds left of qualifying. if Raoul's in charge of the lobby, it'll be starting pretty much 59. It'll be a couple of seconds wait, and then the race will start, no doubt, I'm sure. There you go. Blam. No messing. Maybe 4 seconds late. Raoul, you're slacking. You need to tweak that bionic foot. You've not turned the potentiometer up enough or something. So, first race of the season in the new Gr3 Beetle League. The P1 boys starting this new league. Let's see how they get on. Raoul's going to lead us away. P1 Don second, Reg GT in third, Dylan fourth. The first 2 rows of the grid. So revs it up. It's not going to give me a different view, is it? Nope. 40-minute race for you lot. It's a great start by Raoul. A little puff of wheel smoke as he leaves the line, but looks like he's going to hold on to that top spot. Just say Dylan's got him down the inside, but Raoul carrying a lot of speed around the outside, so he does regain that top spot. P1 Don second, then Dylan fighting for third, and then Reg GT trying to get down the inside of the S's. He's not going to make it around the outside there though, so Dylan back up into third, Reg GT fourth. Bobby, he's got it wrong in the S's. Oh, he's in the middle of the track. Nothing he could do there. He was just sliding across the track. So Bob, unfortunately, let's just flip back up the pack, find out where we were. Getting it all wrong through the S's into the sandpit. Reg GT in fourth, then the Ghost Realm fifth. JPH sixth. MRC CJW in seventh. So not a bad start for CJ. Ghost Realm, did you get involved with MRC Bobby and are now waiting for MRC Bobby? I think you may well have been. Yeah, so I think Ghost Realm may have caused the accident between himself and Bob. So just pulling over there, letting Bob back through. And then Magenta Fez just at the back of the pack. Again, brand new racer tonight is Magenta. Whether she's even driven on Gran Turismo before is yet to be known. But good luck to her. It's a steep learning curve, especially diving into races like this. I'm sure she's been in a few practice lobbies. Top 3, top 4 starting to pull a little bit of a gap. Raoul holding the top spot at the minute, then on lap 1. P1 Don in second, Dylan third, Reg GT fourth. Still close. Pulls half a second lead, does Raoul. P1 Don, he's got Dylan all over his rear end, looking for that second position. Reg GT just hanging on to the back of this fight at the minute. He's got 0.6 of a second between himself and third. Doesn't want to drop too much further back, otherwise he might lose the slipstream down that long start finish straight and up the back straight as well. CJ's got himself up into fifth, so his race starting to come together. He's 2.9 back from the top 4. But there's a long way to go. We're only 3 minutes in. Pilgrim not that far off CJ either, 1.5 seconds back. GTR Evo closing in on Pilgrim. So on board with GTR Evo, chasing down P1 Pilgrim. 0.4 of a second, closes the gap down towards the hairpin. A little bit of a drift from Pilgrim. So GTR Evo still closing. Cliche, how you doing, brother? Yes, I'm alright, thank you. How's lockdown going for you? It's whack, isn't it? So GTR Evo going down the inside of Spoon. Oh, looks like P1 Pilgrim didn't have radar on. Didn't see GTR Evo coming down the inside. Went for the apex and found a great big hunk of Beetle. Don't be slowing down, Evo. That's nothing to do with you, mate. You didn't cause that. I wouldn't have given that position back. That would have been full on elbows out, mate. See you later, Pilgrim. But he gets to have another attack now. He's right behind Pilgrim as they come into this. Oh, he's got the final turn wrong. Anyway, Pilgrim, absolutely nothing to do with GTR Evo there, obviously. So gives himself the position then. 6th place for GTR Evo. Convict's Popeye up into 7th after that mistake as well from Pilgrim. Good to see Convict's back in the rooms. The American driver. Not sure what time it is over there. So Manny, he's in 8th at the minute. Only 1.5 back from Convicts. He's got P1 Apache closing up on him though. Less than a second between those two now. So that 8th position of Manny's could be under threat from 9th place P1 Apache. Pilgrim back on track. Car fixed itself, being as damage is on lights. So he's down in 10th position now, unfortunately for Pilgrim. MRC Bobby trying to chop his way back through the field after his first lap incident with Ghost Realm. JPH in 12th. A long way back as well, 12.7 seconds. So it looks like JPH might have had an off. There's a bit of damage on the front of his car. DJD in 13th. So just holding on to that one at the minute, losing a bit of time to JPH in front. Oh no, he's gaining a bit there. Yo-yoing a little bit between 12th and 13th place. Ghost Realm then in 14th. So after that first round, first lap contact with Bob. Now 5 seconds back off of DJD in front. And then Magenta Fez, as I say, new driver to the whole world of sim racing tonight. 30 seconds down, just coming into the Degners. I'm going to stick with you because this might not be pretty, but it might be amusing. Sorry, Abby. There you go, round that one. So let's have a look. Are they still? Yeah, they are still quite tightly packed, the top 4. There's only 2.1 seconds in it. CJW now 5.1 seconds back. He's picked himself up a second penalty. He's got to drop that. He's under no direct threat at the minute. GTR Evo another 3 seconds back, 2.9 seconds. Convict's Popeye still 2.8 back from 2.9 now from Evo. So is Raoul starting to pull away a little bit. He's got a second over second place Dylan. Dylan and P1 Don have swapped positions. Braves, how you doing, mate? New subscriber. Cheers, dude. I've got to give a shout out to Ryan Murphy as well, new subscriber tonight. Whoop whoop. Yeah, nothing in it really between the top 4. Gap down to 1.9 seconds between 4th and 1st. But Raoul is keeping that second gap between himself and Dylan. Just on the cusp of the slipstream range. What does Raoul do? Into 7th gear through 130R. Little lift through there. Keeps it in 7th though. Back on the power down towards Casino. Loses a tiny bit of time to Dylan behind. Drags the other 2 drivers with him. Still really tight between the top 4. Still 32 minutes remaining in this race as well. CJW behind in 5th, losing a bit more time to these guys. Still got that second penalty to lose as well. Looks like he's going to hold on to that one for a bit. So we are thinking about going Donington again end of next week. I think it is 23rd, 24th. It's not the British GTs, but it is there is a GT race. It's I think it's an F3 and a GT. So yeah, it's only 12 quid to get in. You can't moan at that, can you? It's probably 15 quid on the gate if you want to turn up. I'm going. I'm taking my flag. CJ might go. I'm not sure if he's going to this one actually. He might have work, I think. But we are sort of looking at next year as well for the whole GT season, possibly a trip to Spa. Ooh. Weekender. British GTs. So Raul lost his advantage, half a second between himself and Dylan. And now just starting to pull a little gap up from third place P1 Don. And also just starting to stretch out from Reg GT as well. Still within striking distance, only going to take a slight mistake by one of these drivers for somebody to slot through, take advantage of that. Just saw that up front, P1 Dylan going for a bit of a move into 130R. He's going around the outside at the casino. Dylan, genius. It's amazing. He's managed to slide it around the outside of Casino, taking P1 Raul. Raul now, though, will get the run on Dylan down towards turn 1. Dylan's already slotted himself over towards the pit wall. So Raul carrying a bit of extra speed, but Dylan with the inside line. Side by side through turn 1. Some great driving between two of the top drivers from P1. Still side by side pretty much as they head into the S's. Tiny bit of contact between them. Literally still side by side, almost going around the S's there. Nothing in it between first and second place. We have got, just lurking behind us, look, great big P1 Don. The great big yellow potato. Turn your lights off, Don, we can't see the sticker. Can't see the logo, which is a Mr. Potato Head. In fact, that's a better shot of it. Look, P1 Don, great big potato, doing something in his mouth, but couldn't tell what that is from that distance at all. This is the side P1 Reg has got. The three drivers in front still battling it out. Raul's having to go a little bit defensive for P1 Don, might cost him. Magenta Fez just chucking herself out the way, very respectful Magenta. So yeah, Reg GT just losing a bit of time to these three. This gap is over a second, and they'll all be gaining the toe off each other. So top three into Casino. P1 Dylan holds on to that one for a lap. Raul now for half a second back. P1 Don in the pits already. Out of fuel then. Decided to get in early. Drop himself out of that punch-up. Reg GT's followed him in. Top two stayed out. They've braved it out for another lap. Plenty of life left on those tyres. But the fuel gauges are saying different. A lot of drivers coming in now then. Raul has got all the fuel in the world on. Almost quarter of a tank. Raul, we know you're German and everything, but have you like snuck over to whatever it's called, Wolfsburg, said, look, give me a Beetle with a slightly bigger tank, yeah. Come on, Uncle Volkswagen. I think you've done something like that, Raul, or you've taken a pocket full of fuel with you. Putting Dylan under all sorts of pressure. Not a great exit there out of Degner. Just holds on to it then, P1 Dylan. Nowhere for Raul to go through the hairpin, but he's putting all sorts of pressure on Dylan at the minute. Dylan's just got to watch his fuel. I think he should have enough to get through, but he's got to thrash the pants out of it up the back straights. Raul trying to get him through. Spoon runs around the outside. He's going to get this one, I think. That's a good move for Raul. Gets himself in front of P1 Dylan before the pit. And he'll be able to do another lap as well. So Dylan will be getting a toe up the back straight. Raul holds on to it. Is there anything Dylan can do into Casino? Again, not that he's going to be able to do a lot after that. He's got to go straight into the pits. So that's him in now then. That's him out of the fight with Raul. He gets to have a clean lap all on his own. see where these boys slot back in when Raoul stops. Don just coming through on his outlap then. So I have to put him in front of Dylan on screen, but Dylan will possibly get out of the pits. Yeah, so he's leaving now. Don carrying more speed though. That early stops working for him. He's got himself in front of the was P2 driver, now it's P1 driver. He was up front, he's now sitting in third. Reg GT, after his stop as well, he's picked up a great big penalty. Where have you found that, Reg GT? 2.2 seconds. He's now 3.9 seconds off the third place Dylan as well. So struggling in the second stint for Reg GT already. CJ's been in, he's still holding fifth, now 13.8 seconds back. Almost dropped that penalty, CJ, unless that's a new one. So GTR Evo 2.3 seconds back. We've got a little bit of a punch up behind. We've got Convicts Popeye and P1 Apache a little bit close. Not close enough for an attack though. There's a second between them, but Convicts is closing that gap on P1 Apache. Seconds. One of those London toothpicks, Baggy. That's what you're on about, isn't it? Not the Leicester baseball bats. Huh? So still a second between Convicts and Apache. Hard on the brakes into Casino. Still a second between these two. Oh, he does pull a 10th in. Got it down to 0.8. Right, so while we've been chatting, I think Raoul's been in the pits. He has. He's out. Full tank of fuel, fresh set of racing softs. He's in third position. 1.9 seconds back from P1 Dylan in second. And another 1.4 seconds behind now race leader P1 Don. So I don't think P1 put on that much fuel actually when it came on into the pits. I didn't actually pay attention. Don't know what you're talking about, Bags, anyway. So Dylan looking to close that gap down on P1 and regain that race lead. He's got Raoul still lurking, 1.7 seconds back behind him. Reg GT trying to lose that penalty, but losing time as well. Now 10 seconds back, falling slowly into the clutches of CJW. So that gap was 12-13 seconds. It's now at 7. Still 1.6 to lose as well has Reg GT. You do have to be a little bit mindful of where you lose your penalties. Me, I like coasting, lifting and coasting into corners, that sort of thing, braking a little bit early, but definitely not on great big long straights. Oh no. Not unless I'm coming into a corner at the end. That's the only time I'm doing it. So now 7.8 seconds between 4th and 5th. CJ can see Reg GT in front of him. GTR Evo as well, not having too bad a first race in the Beetles. I say that, everyone's having their first race in the Beetles tonight. So P1 Apache's managed to make a bit of a break from a threatening Convicts Popeye. He's now gained another 0.4 of a second. Spinach not working out for Popeye tonight. Times yo-yoing between himself and Apache. He's a little bit quicker through the S's. Oh, not anymore. I was going to say he's done well to keep that on the black stuff, but he's ended up sliding across track. And that's him done and dusted with the fight with P1 Apache. 10, 11, maybe 12 seconds down by the time he's up to speed. It was a shame. It was looking to be quite a good battle between those two. Yeah, so 11.3 seconds the gap there. JPH in 9th, 5.5 seconds back, so he's now got a target in front of him to aim for. Ghost Realm 10th, he's made up a position or two, but he's got a great big 1.5 second penalty. DJD in 11th. Bobby's left the room. Manny in 12th. These two getting a bit up close and personal. Manny getting a good run around the inside of DJD there, taking that 11th place. He's got a tiny bit of penalty to lose, but nothing massive. Shouldn't affect his race at all. So DJD into 12th. Pilgrim, we just saw running wide, in 13th. Oh, he's got it a little bit wrong through Spoon as well. That AstroTurf is not the greatest of stuff to be turning on. We just catch Magenta Fez off track again. Again, I'm not sure whether she's just chucking herself off track to avoid the drivers coming through, or whether we're catching her just getting herself back on track after an incident. Right, so Dylan closed that gap all the way down. Down to 0.6 of a second on P1 Don. So out of the hairpin. Oh, Dylan losing the tail end of that Beetle. That's lost him some time to P1 in front. Made some time up over P1 Raoul though. He's now 3.8 seconds back. What's happened to Raoul? Raoul must have got it wrong somewhere, because he wouldn't be 4 seconds back. He's carrying a bit more fuel, but that shouldn't stop the German machine. It's not a machine. He's not a machine. He's far too digital for that. So Red GT still 10.6 seconds back from Raoul. Still got 7.4 seconds over CJ. And still got 1.6 second penalty. So GTR Evo losing a bit of time to CJ now, 4.6 seconds back. Starting to maybe get a little bit worried about P1 Apache slowly closing up, 2.8 seconds the gap there. Convicts, after that little bit of an off-track moment, now 13.3 seconds back. JPH closing up a little bit on him, 3 seconds, 2.9 now. Pulling in a couple of extra tenths through there. Realm in 10th. Oh dear, Bob. What's happened? So Manny 11th. He's managed to make a bit of a break between himself and DJD. Oh, he's got it wrong through turn 1 though. Ah, he's got it all wrong. He's got a wheel on the AstroTurf. That's lost him traction. And he's to do nothing he can do but drive himself wide, really. Trying to keep it on the black stuff, but it's put him on the sand, slowed him right down. So DJD straight back through to take that 11th. Manny's got to fight that car again. Another 16 minutes left to try and get that position back off DJD. Pilgrim now, so he's stopped again. It's just on an outlap, down in 13th, 20 seconds back from Manny. And Magenta Fez is coming into turn 1. So I'm sure the boys will be giving her pointers in practice lobbies. It is difficult. It is difficult to learn, especially if you've not had anything to do with this kind of stuff. It's very difficult to pick it up. And if she's playing on a pad, well, flipping it, who knows? I think I'd struggle to play on a pad these days. Right, so Don's come in the pits. That's allowed Dylan to take top spot. Raoul still losing more time to him, though. He's now 5 seconds down. He's got loads of fuel on board, not a lot of wear on those tyres, so maybe just running the long game then, Raoul. Not thrashing the car when he doesn't need to, trying to keep those tyres, the lifespan of those tyres good. Yeah, this is not like Raoul. He's losing far too much time to Dylan in front. And it's not the fuel, definitely not. I think he's just taking his time a little bit, Raoul. I think he's playing it strategic here. So Don in third after his stop, fresh set of boots. He's gone for a full tank of fuel as well. CJ up into fourth, but he's going to have to stop again. So with the departing Bobby, that promotes CJ up into fourth position. No problem, Bob, no problem. Well, there you go. So GTR Evo losing more time to CJ. And yeah, P1 Apache has closed that gap up. Race leader Dylan comes in the pits. Raoul has got absolutely no need to, so he will take the race lead. GT's been in full tank, fresh boots for him. Still 1.6 seconds, but now down in 7th position. All changed though when some of these other drivers come in. So Raoul takes race lead. He's got just over half a tank. Semi-decent set of softs. 13.5 minutes remaining. I don't think that's going to do it for him. But if he can gain enough time in this stint over P1 Dylan, it might just give him the advantage at the end of the race. He's got 11.6 seconds over the second place man at the minute. So Don then back up into third. 4.5 seconds back now though. CJ another 3.4 seconds back. Again, still yet to take his last stop. You can see his fuel gauge flashing at him already. Brown fizzy pop. So just holding his own at the minute. What's that happening behind? Apache under threat for that 6th position from a freshly pitted Reg GT. Looking to chuck it down the inside then, Reg. That was a sneaky little move. Tiny bit of contact between Apache and Reg GT. Reg GT, look, slow it down, allowing Apache back past. And then they crack on with the racing again. So that's good to see. I'm not sure what happened between Bob and Bailey, but so Reg GT then back in the fight with Apache, flashing his lights at him. Let me through, let me through. Apache's got to stop again anyway, but it is for position, so he's not got to relinquish that position for any kind of reason. If you want it, come and get it. So CJ in for his final stint, final stop. GTR Evo in as well. P1 Apache comes in. So I think that's pretty much going to be everyone. There might be one or two drivers near the back of the field. But Reg GT, sorry, Raoul, 10.2 second lead over Dylan. Dylan's freshly stopped, so new tyres on. put all sorts of pressure on Raoul at the minute, start trying to chop that time down. Again, Raoul's just playing it a little bit sneaky here, I think. We'll see. Don losing a bit more time, 5.4 seconds down from Dylan, but comfortably in third at the minute. He's got 17.8 seconds over fourth place P1 Reg. CJ comes back out of the pits into fifth, 5.9 seconds back from Reg GT. He's got 10 minutes to try and close that gap down. Bit of a tall order, but we'll see. So Evo still holding on to that sixth again, only just. P1 Apache slowly closing up on that Beetle in front. So the gap down to a second between Evo and Apache. Evo gaining a 10th through there as they hit the back straight. Another 10th as well, so he gains 2 tenths going through Spoon. Apache's going to have a fight on his hands here if he wants this position. Losing more time at the back of that circuit. Gap to 1.4 seconds now. So GTR Evo liking the back section of that track. Managed to extend from P1 Apache. JPH another 10 seconds back from P1. Sitting in 8th at the minute. Lonely race for him. 10 seconds in front to Apache. And 8 seconds back to Convicts. So Convict stopped, fresh set of softs as well. Ghost Realm another 3.2 seconds back. Manny's in the pits. DJD just coming past pit entrance. Can Manny get back out before DJD comes through? These two have had a bit of a ding-dong all race as well. Manny's still taking on board fuel, so he's going to be way off the back end of DJD when he's released out of the pits. Yeah, it's going to be nearly 11 seconds by the time he's up to speed. So Pilgrim 13th, 35 seconds back. Oh no, he's just regained that time after that pit stop with Manny. He's now only 19 seconds back. And then Magenta in 14th. Just come in for fresh tyres as well. Looking a bit more stable there, Magenta. Oh, he says. Yeah, maybe the Gr3 Beetles wasn't quite the race to be starting your career in sim racing. They are a little bit lively. As you can see, just trying to get it back on the track could be a handful. So Raoul still leading, 7 minutes remaining. He's got about a third of a tank, some semi-worn softs on. I think he's looking to run to the end on this one. He's not going to keep that from Dylan. 3.9 seconds, Dylan on those fresh softs. Purple sectors from him as well. It is only going to be about 2 laps. Raoul might just be able to eke this one out. Baggy, it might be worth putting Abby in a slightly easier league, mate. Just think the Gr3 Beetles might be a little bit of a handful. Gr3s in general are a bit of a handful most of the time. I wonder if anyone suggested full traction control for Abby or anything like that, just to try and stop the rear wheels spinning up. So top four have stayed pretty much as they are. Raul has led from the second stint. So going in for the long one, filled his tank to the brim. But he is under threat from P1 Dylan. What we got left, 5.5 minutes. Dylan just putting in fastest lap of the race there, 1:58.3 as well. The gap down to 2 seconds between, 2.1 between Raul and Dylan. So Don in third, still 8 seconds back. I don't think he's going to be able to do anything, not without a mistake from the guys in front. Reg GT looking like he might have to settle for 4th position. CJ's actually taken a little bit of time out of him. Now giving it all back. GTR Evo still another 10 seconds back. He's managed to keep that position from Apache though. So there's only a couple of laps left if Apache wants to try and do anything about GTR Evo in front. 2.4 seconds the gap. Difficult ask. So JPH 8th. Again, lonely race, 10 seconds either side, front or behind for him. Convict's in 9th. He hasn't got Ghost Realm all over his rear end. Ghost Realm holding a great big chunk of penalty though. So there might be a bit of a punch up in the last couple of laps between those two. We'll make sure we come and check that out. DJD just having a bit of a lonely race again now, so the gap's starting to spread out around the back. Manny in 12th. Pilgrim 13th. And Magenta Fez. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's the other problem, Magenta Fez. You know, you try and brake and get out of the way, and yeah, it slings you into the wall. So Raul under all sorts of problems now. Dylan less than a second back. We've got 2 laps remaining. It's on. We're going to stick with this view for a minute. Closing up again then Dylan gains a 10th through there. Down towards the hairpin. Another 10th. He'll get Raul under braking here as well. Fresher tyres. Down to 3/4 of a second. Raul will do an amazing job if he manages to hold on to this top spot. So a couple of long straights coming up for Dylan to try and make a move. He's got to get a good exit out of here. Not doing too bad. Raul getting a good exit as well though. Still 0.4 of a second between them. Slipstream starting to kick in now though. Dylan closing up on Raul in front. Whether he gets next to him, no, he's going to be not quite close enough before 130R. Through there down towards Casino. Raul's gone defensive. Dylan is going to run it around the outside again. He does. That's a great move by Dylan. Little chop of that curb. He might pick up a penalty for that. That's a tiny bit naughty to chop all that curb off, but yeah, he's seen him do that move before around the outside at Casino. He's got himself into top spot. This is it. This should be final lap. P1 Dylan. Ah, Raul! Don't do that. Just got a wheel on the AstroTurf there. Lost the rear end. Puts a bit of space between himself and P1. The tyre wear on Raul's car. It's going to make him struggle to try and close that gap up as well in this final lap. So Don still holding on to 3rd. Reg GT 4th. CJW not getting turn 1 wrong in 5th. Evo closed up a little bit. It's gained about 3 seconds on CJ somewhere. He's dropped P1 Apache by 3 seconds as well. So maybe he's had a 3-second time warp somewhere. JPH 8th. Ghost Realm in 9th. He's got himself past Convict. Still holding a penalty though. Convict's in 10th. Needs to take about half a second out of Ghost Realm to try and take that position off him if he's going to use the penalty as part of that strategy. DJD in 11th, 22 seconds back. He's got Manny only 4.6 seconds back, so these two a little bit far apart now to make any kind of fight. Right, timer has ticked over. Magenta Fez going to be the first across the line, so she comes home in 14th position. And we've got race leader Dylan not far behind her, does take the win. Raul comes home in 2nd. Yeah, nothing Raul could do there. Dylan just had the better tyre. Dylan was on always on a bit of a fuel save defensive mission. Don comes home in 3rd then in the Spud wagon. Reg GT is going to come home in 4th. There he is. Great big handbrake across the line for Reg GT. CJ going to come home in 5th position. Not a bad race for CJ, just dropping his penalty there before he comes across the line as well. Not bad CJ, not bad. GTR Evo, he comes across in 6th. Decent first race for him. P1 Apache 7th. And into the wall. Nice. Chaos. JPH is going to bring home 8th position. He's aiming for the camera, damn you. P1RC Ghost Realm is going to bring home 9th. He has dropped a little bit of that penalty and gained more time over Convict's Popeye, so Convicts comes home in 10th. DJD around the 130R, full tilt down into the hard braking zone of Casino for the final time. Manny Affect just coming through the same section. So DJD takes 11th. Pilgrim is going to come home in 12th. Sorry, Manny is going to come home in 12th. Pilgrim has already finished in 13th, and Magenta Fez debut race comes home in 14th. So yeah, steep learning curve for Magenta. I'm sure the boys will get you in some practice lobbies. Maybe start her off in a couple of easier car bags. GR3s, rear wheel drives are terrible. Get a front wheel drive Sirocco League or something going. Not even a league, just a a couple of races in a practice lobby in front wheel drives. Just get used to cornering and braking and where to turn, when to turn. Stick her in a GR3 flipping Beetle League first night out. You lot are maniacs, maniacs. But that was the debut round of the new Beetle League from P1 Race Community. Some decent battles. Right, just trying to think what we're on Thursday. Nothing tomorrow. The Saturday thing's not happening, is it, Bags? That's happening. We're doing that at the end of the month, right? Halloween jobby, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but come on, GR3 Beetles, man. It's the rear-wheel drive Beetles. Come on. It's like all the horsepower, all to the rear-wheel drive, super spinny spinnies. Just trying to get these things in a straight line is a pain in the arse when you've never driven them before. Front-wheel drive, get a little Sirocco race going or something. So that you can just thrash it, just release the gas when it's all going a bit wrong. You haven't got to worry about brakes. Just get used to the turning and the, you know what I mean? That's my own personal opinion anyway. Right, Sunday, 8 o'clock. We've got the new Tanso Focus League. That's good round 1 from Goodwood last week. Straight after that, at 9 o'clock, we've got the next round of P1RC's Super Formula. Forget where that's from. Nothing Monday at the minute. I don't think the Monday minis are back till mid-November. So I'll keep you lot informed when that one is happening. But new league starting on Tuesday. It's the new Next Gen Lamborghini League. So that's Tuesday, 8:30. This community is insane. Why? Why is it insane? No worries, Bags. You know me. Why is the community insane, Capo? Why? We're not insane. We're a bit mental. We're not insane. Not like we're running through the house with knives. Yet. Anyway, you distracted me. Let me run back through what the hell's going on. Sunday, 8 o'clock, Tanso Focus. Sunday, 9 o'clock, P1RC Super Formula League. Monday, no minis, midway through November. Tuesday, 8:30, new Lambo League. Wednesday, no GR3s. That's finished for the season. Again, I think that's coming back a very similar time to the minis, so mid-November-ish. And then back Thursday, Bosch for round 2 of this from Fuji Circuit, I believe. Japanese getting represented in this one. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then the end of the month, got the Halloween Stewie Mac special. I think there's going to be 4 races and some. It's going to be menacing. Let's just put it like that. The last one we had for Stewie and Stevie was again menacing. So we were racing the old minis, catch up on, slipstream on full, that sort of stuff. So nobody got left behind. There was just sort of 15, 16 minis piling through corners, sometimes flipping over. It was chaos. It was so much fun. But I think we're going to have something similar on Halloween. So keep your ears to the ground for that one. Ways you could help out. I've just started up a Go Buy Me a Coffee page. So it's just buymeacoffee.com/darksmoka, and you can donate a little bit to the channel if you so wish. I think it's a minimum of, it's $5, I think. For some reason I didn't see it was a minimum of anything, but it's $5. I don't even know what that works out to in pounds and pence. But you could, there's that available if you fancy that. I will put links in description to all that sort of stuff. You know what's coming up over the next week. All those races. Other than that, I hope you liked what you watched. If you have, stick a little thumbs up, give it a like, give it a subscribe, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Darksmoka. I'm over it. I'm what? Look, Kafo, you just popped up right at the wrong minute. Everything being done. Oh, that's you. Oh, okay. Dude, it's just what we do. It's just what we do. We're in. Alright. Anyway, putting me off. Coming in my stream, putting me off. Stop it. I'm ending it. Give it a like. Give it a subscribe. My name's Darksmoka. I'm out of here. Tell your mates. Tell your mums. Forgot that bit. Damn you.